Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Cold Waters episode number 2. So in between this video and the last one, I've been checking out a little bit more. I've been playing a little bit more. I'm not sure I'm going to try to switch up my style of play too much because it's very comfortable for me. And it is a little more daring. I mean, it's a bit unrealistic because it's a little bit crazy. But maybe we're just that one fighter pilot type submarine captain or commander who just happens to just be a little more cavalier about his movements. I don't know. Anyway, I want to make a recommendation. If you want really good Cold Waters gameplay, and I know this is weird for a person to be doing in the middle of their series, but I do recommend you check out Jive Turkey. There's several people already recommending him, but it's all for good reason. He's actually a Navy veteran. I think he was a sonar operator. I'm not sure about that, but I think that was the case. And so he does videos on Cold Waters, and he plays it. He plays the game well. He plays it differently than I do because he plays it a bit slower, probably a bit more like according to U.S. doctrine, obviously, because that's how he's trained. Whereas I'm gonna be zigzagging and dodging torpedoes and launching early, and slightly different. But anyways, I wanted to make a recommendation. If you're interested, you should check him out because it's very good content. Now, last episode we engaged a surface fleet with only 2 ships in it, and as soon as I loaded back up, unfortunately the game starts unpaused, so time started passing. So I want to get to this contact, close with it, and eliminate. We're going to have to eliminate some kind of sea tender to accomplish our mission here. I want to do that before I'm engaged by yet another surface fleet. So let's go ahead and move patrol speed. I hope patrol speed is enough. It was good. So we move patrol speed over. Blah, tongue-tied. No surface duct, no thermal layer. Well, that's not good, but that's okay. So all hands, man battle stations. Let's also make sure. Yep. Interesting. Our depth is 150. It might be worth it for us to just launch a whole slew of missiles. Like a ton of missiles. Maybe we'll do it in pairs of 2. And I don't think their point defense can overload all of these. So we're just going to do the Alpha Strike type shotgun. If you fire everything, something's going to manage to hit. Let's see if this works out for us. Again, not U.S. doctrine, I'm sure, to just launch everything. I did not remember where our contacts are. Okay, well, they're going to make it easy for us. So because I'm about to launch, I do want to listen to them for a little bit first. Let's actually take ourselves down as well. Let's make our depth like 190, and let's also rudder hard left. Wow, it's a close contact. And first things first, you know what we should do is identify what these things are. So probably all surface ships. Well, there could be a submarine in there. I shouldn't be like that. Okay. Not quite lined up on this. Ah, there we go. This is a cannon. Oh, we got a cannon. Next contact. What are you? No, those two don't line up. Oh, we're in the wrong group. We're in the submarines. I want surface fleets. Okay, this is our Dubna. Good to know. And lastly, I went a little too deep doing this. We have our CR2. As classified as Sverdlov, it's done for me. Fantastic. Alright, so what's the state of these guys? Okay, we have Sverdlov, Dubna. This is actually perfect. So if we can, we want to hit... Shoot, can I reload everything? Do we have time to? Sverdlov is just going to have amazing anti-missile capabilities. So I am going to release from ultra quiet. We're going to have make quite a lot of noise while we're doing this, unfortunately. But there's no layer. It's pretty noisy. Ambient noise of 91. I'm hoping that we can get this done and still... Okay, the cannon's further away. We have a contact number 4. That's not good. What are you? Man, there's so many of these guys. Sheesh. So, Sierra 4, what do we have? Getting pinged too, which is probably death. A Krivak, it looks like. Okay. So, with torpedoes, I think we just fire a huge volley. I'm hoping that we can survive being pinged from close range. Probably not, but... Let's hit this Sverdlov. it's not the biggest threat. Honestly, the Sverdlov has a helicopter, which is a big threat, but the biggest threat for us is going to be... it's actually, I'm going to put my nose on to decrease my sonar profile. The biggest threat to us is going to be the helicopter the Sverdlov surely has with it. And actually, before I actually kind of want to see... Can we see the ship? Yeah, look at this beast. Holy cow. And it does not look like it has a helicopter. Okay, that's interesting. I thought for sure. But it's a nice day out. We can get a good look. Look at this light cruiser. We'll be so happy to report back to the Admiral that we've sunk this. Oh. Okay, so here she goes. And we have 3 torpedoes. This is probably going to be enough for us to do what I want to do, which is just put 2 into the Sverdlov. And then I want to put probably 1 on course for the Krivac. Yeah. Let's do it this way. I want to identify the Krivac a little bit better before I launch, though. Do we have time to? Well, the next torpedo is about to be up. Okay, let's just launch. This. Bearing 4-1. Launch. Bearing 4... Let's go 4-0. Launch. And I'm just going to hope that this is the correct, and we'll lead him a little bit. So, could be close to us, so let's do a launch here. And let's do another one just to make sure we get her. We don't miss. Now, let's, well, they're all on the wire, which I guess we'll take advantage of that for a little bit. So 2 torpedoes at the Krivac. You know, that might be overkill. Maybe we'll send 1 up to the Canaan, which apparently is way over here, just to pester her. That'll also be a redundancy against Sierra 4 Krivac. Okay, weapons break. We're getting the weapons breaks and all that. That's fine. Probably a little bit more. So these are now locked in, and they're moving the speed of the Dubna, which means they haven't detected us yet, which is good. I'm actually going to bring my rudder right, so I can try to keep... these are both off, but... don't know what the best thing to do. We definitely have good eyes on the Krivac, though. Take a look at her. Does she have a helicopter? No. There's no helicopter in the air yet. So this is what a Krivac looks like. It's a pretty threatening one. This is probably the most threatening to us. Definitely more so than the Sverdlov. And if the Sverdlov doesn't have a helicopter, she almost isn't threatening at all. Lastly, we had the Canaan, which we don't have very good visuals on yet. So 2... sorry, go back. I need to change your course to... Can I? Maybe it's too late. Do something like this. Really wish I could change their course. Do I not have this one on the wire? I do. What the heck? Let me try to get it. There we go. Okay, let's change your course a bit. Yeah, they're turning, so they've seen it. Alright. Well, this is probably the right time for me to start reloading. If I want to do any kind of harpoon action here, that's going to have to happen soon. I'm pretty happy about these, though. I think that those are going to be perfect. I had them go active early, which is, of course, what we want, so that they'll be able to detect this little turn. Unless this is just their normal zigzag. The Russian doctrine is to zigzag. I mean, that's anybody's doctrine is to zigzag a bit. So I think we'll go rudder hard right. Going to push ourselves off towards our starboard so that we are passing in the opposite direction as them. So far, I don't think we've been detected. Alright, this one's gone active. Oh man, this is great. We have 2 torpedoes, both honing in on the Sverdlov. Not, like I said, extremely relevant to surviving, but a lot of fun to bring this thing home. It's a great trophy to bag. And, you know, if they didn't know we were here, well, they're about to know in a moment. So here we go. Impact number 1. 3, 2, 1. Hit. And another hit. And there she goes. So it looks like we have both of these homing on the same target. That's not what I wanted. Or maybe it's what I want. Well, they're still on the wire. And the WWIII's closest to us. She's not a threat. We're not going to worry about her. So the ideal would be is if we could actually see this Krivak, which is still... Like, I don't know what's going on with these torpedoes. We still have this one on the wire, though. Maybe that's one so close. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to tell this one to basically just don't go active. Drive right through this path, too, which I think this is where the Krivak is. So I'm going to ask her to move on to the Canaan. But the torpedo number 2 has definitely acquired something. It's homing in for sure. And if we can, let's not waste those torpedoes. Okay, we might as well launch at the WWIII. Is she too close? She's just barely not too close. Alright, we got a hit, I think. Let's launch at the WWIII. Okay, and let's launch at whatever... Oh, we got the Canaan. Okay, so let's get... no. Come this way. We don't know where that Krivak is, though. Okay, we're gonna have you... Start, please spin right and just look. How did our missile do? That's not our missile. Our missile, it looks like, just hit. We had an impact. Oh, it's found it, I think. Oh no, it's going after the Sverdlov. Okay, of course. That makes sense. Wait, this isn't the Sverdlov. Okay, well, we're doing okay. We're actually hitting a lot of ships, but I think we saw that launch against us, right? So let's dive down, take our depth deep. We can come back and launch torpedoes at whoever survived, and you know what? I'll leave one. Whoops. I'll leave one harpoon loaded in just in case, but for now, let's just avoid any possible torpedoes. And we know that if there's anybody else out there, that this is going to spin in a circle. I think I said to spin in a circle, right? Yeah, there's definitely something after us. This looks like it's homing on its target, so I think that this is all we have to do is survive this one torpedo. Okay, let's make our head full. Let's see where this torpedo actually lands. Yeah, I'm seeing 1, 2, up. Torpedo, where? In the water. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Yep, speed up. Prepare to launch noisemaker. We're kind of at an awkward depth. I want to dive deep so I can come up. I want to go surface after we avoid this. Which way is it turning? I should be turning into it. I made the mistake not turning into it. Okay, it's beginning a circle around. It's not even coming back. What the heck? It's going to buy us a little bit of time. Hopefully we can take advantage of this to get out of its scanning arc. Almost should blow ballast. Looks like I've sunk 4 ships. My god, how many can they have? Come on, come on. Fly, big LA, fly. I don't care that we're cavitating. These don't track based on sound. They're tracking based on active. So it doesn't matter. And I think we're above it. Alright, we've done it. We've avoided the torpedo. And look at this mess we've left behind. Just a slew of dead ships. Alright, now we're going to do the fun thing. We're going to do ring around the rosy above this circling torpedo until it decides it doesn't have enough fuel to go on and it self-detonates. Okay, wow, what a successful... I mean, I hope that there's no other contacts. This is 4. We took out a Sverdlov, a Dubna, which is our main target, the Krivak, and the cannon. That's a, yeah, it was a great little mission. We've done well for ourselves so far. I think what we can even do is, well, let's reduce the flooding in the reactor, which we need to do eventually. Let's actually come up a little bit. I'm not worried about this torpedo acquiring, but I want to reduce flooding eventually. So we can just slowly work our way up to the surface. You know what? I might as well go to periscope depth, and we can just determine if there's any other surface ships by raising our ESM mast. I think we can actually even slow down, because this thing is not going to acquire us. So we can slow down to 1/3 gradually, and then we'll be at the surface, going slow enough to use our instruments. I got a chocolate chip, double chocolate chip muffin. I love it. Or double chocolate muffin? Chocolate with chocolate chips. This is like basically like crack. Alright, there it is. And we just need to come up a little bit more. We'll be at periscope depth. Let's do this the sensible way. Alright, that should take us perfect. Good. Alright, 48. I'm happy with that. Let's bring up the ESM mast first. And we should always zoom in on this. It's always fun to see. Barely over the water. We're still getting a contact. My god. Could there really be 5? Or is that the Sverdlov trying to use radar from underneath the water? By the way, our heading is away. Let's make our heading... Let's go kind of run parallel. Set our course, new course to like 110. Strange that we're still getting radar pings, though. There's no helicopters in the area. I know it's cheating, but you can hit F4 and it'll go to them if they're there. Let's raise our periscope then, because we're still getting pretty strong signal strength. Could it be from one of the sunk ships? Do they still emit? Or, oh my god, could there just be a 5th contact? No, we're getting or upgrading Sierra is usually sonar contact. Master means multiple, so you can have visual, Victor contacts, and all that. And if it's multiple, then they'll just say master. So maybe we're just getting multiple pings on these ships that are somehow still using their radar underwater, and I'm receiving it at the surface. I don't know. Probably just a game bug, obviously. Something that it's not hugely important that the developers overlook this, but it is terrifying as a submarine commander to still be, after having sunk 4 ships, to still have significant radar signals. Now, our best hope is now to get out of here. I think we're just going to leave this combat. Okay, that was it. That was all of them. So, hopefully that was the mission. It was. Good to hear you intercepted and destroyed the enemy replenishment resources. Keep up the good work. Further orders to be transmitted on this downlink. Stand by for further orders. Okay, what I really hope they do is allow us to go back to base because we need to, right? Oh, looks like we got a medal. Wow. Secretary of the Navy expresses his heartfelt congratulations and takes pleasure in awarding the Silver Star Medal to Commander Tortuga Power. I'm climbing, man. I'm somebody to be noted. For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity. Intrepidity. There we go. Sorry about that. English so hard. For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity, still hard, in action against the enemies of the United States of America on 24 December 1984. Commander Tortuga Power's inspiring initiative and unwavering devotion reflect great credit upon himself and uphold the highest traditions of the United States Naval Service. Well, I kind of disagree. We're probably being like much too gung-ho, but okay, they're appreciating the results of our actions, and I appreciate that they appreciate those. Warships retreat. NATO warships and submarines have taken up several new positions. Oh, you guys haven't read this before. I've read this a million times, but including some around the Greenland Sea in response to significantly reduced Soviet naval activity. Sources close to the Pentagon say the war is taking a heavy toll sorry, I lost my line, on enemy naval operations and that their supply lines continue to be heavily strained. Recent NATO gains at sea have decreased the numbers of warships needed to maintain control in several regions. Many vessels from these regions have rapidly been reassigned to escort duties to better protect convoys carrying much-needed armor, and men from the United States to the United Kingdom. And if you couldn't garner this already, this is just a showing us the effect of our actions, which any player likes to see, that the things they're doing are making a difference in the game world, so that they are. So completing missions in a positive sense leave these positive world news articles, and similarly, if you fail them, you'll get a little negative thing that says, okay, the NATO lines are constricted, or they're taking additional losses at sea, whatever. Satellite Recon spotted our new mission, by the way. Satellite Recon spotted an enemy landing force leaving Arkhangelsk 4 hours ago, heading into the Norwegian Sea. Recent intel reports indicate the enemy plans an amphibious landing at Reykjavik and Keflavik. You must engage this force before the landing occurs. Intel further reports the landing force consists of several Rapucha and Alligator-class transports with their escorts. Okay. Well, I don't think we have the armament to do this. We've already engaged 2 surface fleets. We're just going to have to go flank speed home. Yeah, we have 8 torpedoes and 4 harpoons. We could do it. I mean, it's probably 1 torpedo per landing ship and 2 torpedoes per escort, or maybe if there's just frigates, maybe 1 torpedo. Or alternatively, we could launch... We have the armament to do it, but I really don't want to do it with this kind of configuration. So let's actually set everything to torpedoes, because most likely we'll engage something that needs torpedoes. Obviously, you can engage everything with torpedoes, but you can't... Oh god, please no, please no. Damn it! Oh good, this is a world event. I thought that yet another war fleet had caught us. The Soviet land offensive in West Germany continues. Losses in West Germany. Basically, this has to happen, right? The game has to give you some kind of tension. So we're going to see the Russian forces continuing their momentum, and they'll just capture... Oh, that was so close. Get away! Run! Run! No, don't get caught, don't get caught. And I'm still looking for... They're going to come all the way over to the west. Let's pause. They have to come all the way over here, and we haven't detected them yet, so I'm just going to hope, and I don't know if this will happen. If you go into port, does it just automatically fail the mission that you're on? I don't know. But we're going to flank speed over to Holy Lock, just rearm. Actually, we want to repair too. And I haven't seen... The good news is I'm looking over in the Barents Sea on the eastern Sosis line, between Splitsburg and whatever. Oh, what? Did I enter port automatically? Did this change? We're still flooding. After a successful patrol, you look on as the mooring lines tightens, securing your ship to the pier. Home and safe, you allow yourself to relax for a little while. The world may be at war, but the sunny skies and a light breeze over home port whispers of a brief moment of peace. That's quite nice. Okay, yeah. What is going on? Denmark surrenders. Well, that's not good either. But so this is... We have to be quick here because time is still passing while we're here. Let's just for and load and cast. Oh, we need to repair. Did they repair? They automatically repair. Good. Cast off. There's the fleet. We got to catch them. Charge. Assuming that they're kind of moving at the... Oh, there they are. Okay. Why are they going that way? Are they going to make a turn? I think we're going to shadow them. This doesn't make sense. Wait, who the hell is going where? We have another contact. It's neither of those, though. Okay, but I think that this is a good point to call this video to a close, actually, because we're 23 minutes. I could get in one more. Okay, I'll probably just have to stop this in the middle, which will be the worst case scenario, though. So yeah, let me do the wise thing, just call this video to a close here, and we'll pick up this next one in the next video. We're going flank speed at 600 feet. At least we hope that the depth is at least 600 feet, so we're not cavitating. And we're looking at something really strong surface duct, really strong thermal layer, which is always good for a submarine. So until the next episode, thanks for watching and take care.